Make some noise for the very funny Chris Ferdinandson. Come on, come on, come on, y'all, come on.
Thank you very much, everybody. My name's Chris Ferdinandson. I'm very white. I'm very, very white. I don't like being called white. I prefer advantaged American. How many kids with ADD does it take to screw in a light bulb? I love In-N-Out. I love In-N-Out more than I love girls because the In-N-Out anal style tastes good. I got a ticket for possession of marijuana recently. I got a $600 ticket for possession of marijuana, and they took $60 of weed. So that's pretty much the shittiest drug deal I've ever been a part of. It sucks because only a day afterwards I thought of the perfect way to never, ever get caught with weed. First of all, if you don't smoke weed, you leave your house with weed. That's a pretty good way to never get caught with weed. But if you do have to leave your house with weed, just tie a balloon to it, and then when a cop comes up to you and he's all like, hey, give me your weed, be like, what weed? And then it falls up in the air. They don't have a space program. He's gonna stand there and be like, you got me. Can't do anything about it. I know one day there's gonna be some guy out in the rain. It's like, God, give me one reason to not kill myself today. And then that's when that weed's gonna come down, you guys. It's gonna hit him right in the head. He's gonna be like, no way. I'm going to church on Sunday. I'm gonna be stoned. I want to start my own little indoor garden next year, I think, since I buy it all the time anyway, and since it's legal. I don't know, has it ever been illegal to grow your own pumpkins? Has it ever been illegal? I want to grow my own pumpkins indoors because people only get pumpkin-flavored things one time of the year. Imagine if you were the guy who could give pumpkin-flavored things all year. How much pussy would the pumpkin spice guy get? You could just hang out at Starbucks, then once the girl complains there's no more pumpkin spice lattes, just go up to her and be like, hey, I got a bunch of pumpkins at my house. It'll blow your fucking minds how many pumpkins I have in my house. So you bring her to your house, you bring her to the backyard, out to the tent, you flip open the door, you turn on the lights, just boom, boom, just rows and rows of perfectly grown pumpkins. Then you look at her and you say, now all we need is the spice. And that's called closing. And that's how you do it. I graduated high school last year, and the kids in my high school, they used to throw all these crazy parties. They would talk about all the crazy parties they were throwing, and then it makes me think that they don't know what the definition of crazy is. Because they'd be like, man, that party was so crazy. You know, Shannon, she threw up all over Cassidy, then Cassidy jumped in Dylan's pool. It was crazy. That's not crazy. You want to hear about a crazy party? Be like, you know, Shannon, she threw up all over Cassidy, and Cassidy ate it. It was fucking crazy. They started making out. Dude, Dylan drowned in his own pool. It was a fucking crazy party. I love being able to use real names from people from my high school. Something they don't tell you about graduating high school. I used to get in-class boners, but now I get at-work boners, which are way cooler because I'm getting paid to have a boner. In my senior year, I took a PE class. We had an assignment where we had to write down everything we ate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 2 weeks straight. And after I turned in my assignment, I'd have a parent-teacher conference at the age of 18 because apparently you can't eat pussy for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 2 weeks straight. You ask me, it's bullshit. It's a great diet. I lost weight. It's like juicing. When I look in my wallet, it's like when a teenage girl looks at the scale. Because I think to myself, well, I'm not having lunch today. The biggest difference between me and a Middle Eastern woman is that I get... The biggest difference between me and a Middle Eastern woman is that I get stoned before I leave the house by myself. Yes, you can think whatever you want about that, but it's clever as fuck. I wanted to get a tattoo, but it turns out there's no Chinese symbol for I make good decisions. I like e-cigarettes. I think that e-cigarettes are great because they show me who I don't want to have a conversation with before I have to talk to them. I drive a truck, not because I have a small dick, but because I love free couches. I'm a stoner. I'm a loud, proud stoner. And it's an exciting time to be a stoner. It's in a lot of the movies and a lot of the music and a lot of the new TV shows. Taco Bell has breakfast. It's an amazing time to be a stoner. I can't wait for in the future to be smoking a joint with my grandson, because everyone smokes weed in the future. And then have him be like, hey, Grandpa, what was it like when weed was first being legalized? And I'll be like, man, I don't remember. It was fun, though. I was doing comedy. I'm 19 years old. Being 19 is like having enough life experience to say, you know, this isn't a good idea, this won't work out well, but not enough life experience to say, yeah, you're right. So I do stuff like trying shrooms for the first time in the middle of a thunderstorm. And if that sounds like a bad decision, that's because you're not 19. It was fucking awesome. I wrote a joke on shrooms. Do you guys want to hear what it was? All right. When a transgendered couple goes out on a date, who pays? The boy or the girl, or the boy or the girl? I think it's pretty good too. I'm proud of it. I was smoking weed with my friends one time before watching Finding Nemo 3D, and and one of my friends was like, okay, I'm good, I'm done. And I was like, dude, I don't think I could be too high to see Finding Nemo 3D, so I smoke a lot more. And then we get in the theater, and we sit down, and I'm like, I think I might be too high to see Finding Nemo 3D. I'm not prepared to be underwater for 2.5 hours. This is really fun, you guys, isn't it? We're all yeah, fuck yeah. Comedy is so much fun. I fucking love it. It's great. You guys are all so great. They say you should dress for the job you want, so every day I try to figure out how to dress for a blowjob. I told that joke one time. I had a lady call out during my set. She was like, wear what you're wearing. I was like, whoa. That's very nice of you. That's a very nice compliment. The thing is, she didn't blow me afterwards, so she's kind of a liar, right? If you're going to call something out like that during my set and then not do the thing you're calling out, then you're calling out for no reason. I thought she forgot. I was making laps around her on the way out like, hey, I'm the same fucking guy I was on stage. Wearing the same thing. I wasn't even dressing for a hand job, apparently. I got my first and only hand job when I was 14 years old. 14? And I think that that's the only age... acceptable to give or receive a hand job. If a girl tried to give me a hand job now, I'd be like, if you would have told me that's all you were going to do at the beginning of the night, I would have stayed home by myself and gotten a much better hand job. Because I'm a professional at this point, unfortunately. You are an amateur. This is what, in your top 10? This is my over 1,000. So if you're an adult woman still giving out hand jobs, grow the fuck up and start sucking some dick. Thank you very much. My name is Chris Ferdinandson.